Alright, hello everybody. Hello. What's up? Phil here live on the stream. How's everybody doing? How are you? On this first of two new releases this week. New release days, right? How you doing? I am Phil. Philium here live on the stream today. This is actually the first of two gameplay streams for today as well. So hello. Today is Tuesday, September 5th, 2017, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, that is correct. Today is a new release day in Knack 2. The big new release for today. And of course, later tonight, I'll also be playing more Mario plus Rabbids, which was last week's big new release. Ooh. Sorry. Exploding here. Light a match. So, hello, everybody. Weird day today. Really weird day today. I was sluggish today. I got out of bed and I was like, oh, it's one of those days where kind of like, I don't know. I couldn't get moving. You know what I mean? Happens every once in a while. You get one of those sluggish days where you're just feeling like everything's moving in slow motion and time is moving by. You're like, damn, gotta get going. I got the day ahead of me. You know, a lot of stuff to do today. And I'm moving like a slug for whatever reason. But here I am. So a lot to do, a lot to talk about. First of all, we've got ash in the skies here in Washington. It's very odd. I woke up and I was like, oh, it must be a hazy, cloudy day today, which is weird because it said it was supposed to be like super hot today. We're actually in the midst of a heat wave. Today and tomorrow are our final days of this heat wave that's affecting us here in Washington. And then we're supposed to have, no lie, we're supposed to have a 25-degree dip in temperature. That's pretty crazy. That between Wednesday and Thursday of this week, we're supposed to dip 25 degrees Fahrenheit. That is a huge temperature differential. So yeah, we've got ash in the skies. And I was like, what is going on? I looked up, and you could tell the sun was out. But the sky was, white, grayish. And you're like, what is that? Come to find out, apparently there's a giant forest fire going on. I guess it started, from what I'm understanding, it started in Oregon, which is the state to the south of me. And it's been spreading like crazy. And so there's all this ash and smoke up high in the sky from this crazy forest fire that's been going on. And if you go outside, like, you can really smell it, too. Like, I went towards my window. I had my window open in my bedroom. You can smell it. It smells like there's a campfire outside. It smells like a burning fire, which is pretty crazy. So I closed my windows. I turned on my air conditioner. I had to do that anyway because the office was 87 degrees this morning. Delightful. Now it's down to 77 degrees. Now I have the air conditioner on. But it's the first time since I've lived here that I've experienced anything like this. Apparently, this, that happened in the 1980s. There was a volcano/mountain called Mount St. Helens that erupted. And when it erupted, it tossed ash everywhere. And it was raining from the skies like, crazy. And people were collecting it and everything, like a souvenir. And there hasn't been anything like that around here since then. Now, I'm not at risk. Don't worry, everybody. I live in an outskirt of Seattle. The wildfires are not near me. And there's no... The thing is, I'm not in the middle of the woods either. Like, all around me is, buildings. It's not like I live in the woods and I have a chance that the fire's going to come and burn my house down. No. Don't worry about that. I certainly made sure when I moved out here, I didn't move out to a rural area where there would be, crazy amounts of risk and stuff like that. No. I certainly did not want to mess with that kind of stuff. I live in a very, densely populated area, so no worrying about that. But it sure is an oddity, looking up at the sky and seeing that, you know, the sun is obviously out. You can see there's sunlight. But at the same time, you can see it's like the sky. It's not clouds. It's just this weird haze of ash. It's very bizarre. Very bizarre. So anyway, that's kind of what we have here today. Very odd, right? And, you know, just pile that in amongst all the other weird shit going on in the world. North Korea, ready to nuke anybody at a moment's notice. Donald Trump trying to kick the offspring of illegal immigrants out of the country. I mean, there's so much crap going on. There's so much crap going on at once. It's kind of hard to wrap your head around all of it. And then I wake up to this, I'm like, okay, well, alrighty then. But I don't want to get political here on the pre-stream today. I'm just saying that's kind of the weird climate that we're in right now. It certainly is a weird situation compared to the days when I used to do my YouTube stuff. I'd wake up for a new release day, you know, grab the game, pop it in, play the game, and now it seems like the world could end at any second. It's kind of a weird feeling. Okay then. What was that? Someone said something about DLC? Hold on. Retro Parasite says that the Resident Evil 7 DLC, Not a Hero and Zoe, releasing December 12th. Is that true? The free DLC for Resident Evil 7 is finally releasing on December 12th? Almost a year after the game released? Well, that's interesting. To say the least. I'm going to have to put that on my calendar so I remember. In fact, that might be perfect. That might be perfect because what I've been looking at recently is I've been going through game release schedule, trying to see if maybe like every other month I could take a few days off for myself. And I'm already thinking about taking some time off in early October. And so maybe what I could do is in very early December, take a few days off and then come back in time for that DLC. That'd be something to come back to that's pretty big that people would want to see, I think. Right? Okay, anyway. Anyway, ladies and gents. Ooh. So, what do we got today? We got Knack 2. Knack 2 is the sequel to Knack, the launch title for the PlayStation 4. Now, admittedly, Knack was a game that was fun, but also was kind of basic. Would Knack have been a game that would have been successful if it weren't a launch title for the PS4? I think a lot of people would be, I don't know, they'd be skeptical. Because when the PS4 came out, we all wanted to see what are the graphical capabilities of the system, right? And Knack really did that. It was the one launch title that kind of pushed the graphical system, the graphical capabilities of the system to its limits. You had so many different shapes and things on the screen at once. Knack being made up of all these little polygonal shapes, and he grew as he did various things during the course of the game. And in fact, I remember complimenting Knack 1 because it had been the only game where there's hidden items and stuff, and it'd be like, oh, there's a hidden item in this wall, but the wall would look solid. But then you could walk up and punch the wall, and the wall would have a hole pop out of it, and you'd find hidden items. It's like, holy shit. You know, there's no indication there that that was a secret versus other games. A lot of the times if you have a destructible wall or whatever, it'll look funny. You know what I mean? Like, it'll look different from the other environment. It kind of sticks out. But not so in Knack 1. So, graphically, it looked great. It did. Graphically, Knack 1 looked amazing. Gameplay-wise, was it groundbreaking? Was it like, oh my god, you blew my mind? I mean, not really. It had combat, it had, platforming, all kinds of stuff. But it wasn't a bad game. It was actually a pretty solid launch game for a new console. I don't know if anyone expected that there would be a sequel. Like, I think when you have a game like that, it's very successful because of a console launch. You may think, oh, it's a flash in the pan success. But they decided to make a sequel. So here it is, Knack 2, right? I don't know much about this game, I'll be honest with everybody. I didn't follow along any news about this game or whatever. So I don't know too much about it. I don't know if it's going to be more of the same or if they improved it or whatever. I have no clue. All I know is it'll probably look good. Okay. It is a discounted title. It's not a full $60 retail release. It's only $40. I don't actually remember what the price point was for Knack 1. I think it was a full game, but like a full $60 game, but I'm not sure. But I think they're smart selling this one for $40. In the current gaming climate, I doubt that many people would shell out a full $60 for a game like this. You know what I mean? So that's nice that it's at a discounted price. And we'll see today, you know, as I play, we'll judge it and see, you know, is this a game that's pretty good? I heard that the game could be 5 to 8 hours long. It depends on how much you explore and how good you are at the game. So the way that it's going to be, is it's going to be full stream today, about 3 to 3.5 hours of gameplay. And then for the rest of the week, it's going to be the second stream. So starting tomorrow, it'll be my nighttime stream. So if you get 3.5 hours, 3.5 hours today, then 2 hours for 2 more nights. I may beat it by, say, Thursday, depending on how long it actually is. I guess we'll see. Okay. So I guess we'll find out. People are going nuts in the stream chat saying it's Game of the Year. I don't know about that. I don't know if it's a meme or something going on right now that everyone's saying the game is Game of the Year. I'd be very hard-pressed to believe that Knack 2 is Game of the Year, but I guess we'll find out. Later tonight, I'll be playing more Mario plus Rabbids. Alright, so 2 hours of Mario plus Rabbids later tonight on stream. Hope you'll join me for that. Great game, right? I've really been enjoying it. And now I'm actually in, oh my god, excuse me, World 3, which is the most difficult world so far. Although I hate it because, I hate to say it, it's not difficult because they ramped up the difficulty with amount of enemies or anything like that. They just made it, like, so incredibly grindy. And that's not good. They made it so that every map now is super long, and enemies are infinitely respawning and shit. It's just not good. Like, not good. I'm sorry, but that's not good game design. That's kind of like artificial challenge versus actually using, you know, intelligence to design a better level or design better enemies or whatever. I don't know what they're doing with that. I guess we'll find out. We'll see how it is tonight. You know, yesterday was annoying as hell. Hopefully tonight's not as annoying. I guess we'll find out. So that's tonight. Tomorrow, folks, the premiere of Destiny 2. I've already got 2 people locked in who are going to play the campaign with me. The only thing we're not sure about is how we're going to communicate. And the reason being, recently my headphones that I'm using here for console, the microphone doesn't work with my PS4 anymore. I don't know why. I didn't break it. It just stopped working. There was a PS4 update a few weeks ago, and it completely, like, screwed my microphone. It just doesn't work anymore. So, the only other microphone I have that'll work properly with PS4 is the Astro A40s, and it sounds like shit. Like, it sounds really bad. I used it for a podcast last month, and it was so bad that they deleted the freaking podcast, and we had to redo the podcast with the PC setup. So, yeah, I don't know how we're going to communicate. I'm thinking we'll try with the Astro A40s, and if it really does sound that bad for the party, then maybe we won't use voice chat at all. We've been debating maybe using like some kind of a text chat online, like setting up a chat room and chatting like that, so that we can communicate as we play. I don't know. We'll see. We're gonna try to set it up tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna start my setup early. I'm gonna actually start like setting everything up an hour early-ish, and try to set up a party on PSN with these guys and see if we can figure this shit out. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But tomorrow, yes, I'm starting up a cooperative run through the campaign of Destiny 2. Okay. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know. You know, Destiny 2 has a campaign, plus it has obviously the online cooperative gameplay with raids and stuff. Plus, it has online PvP multiplayer. So it has a lot to it. I don't know how good it's gonna be. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be any good or not. But I'm gonna check it out firsthand. Everyone wants me to play. Everyone's like, you gotta play it, Phil. If you don't play it, how do we know if it's good? You destroyed Destiny 1. We want to know if Destiny 2 is also a piece of stinky shit or what. I guess we'll see. So, that starts tomorrow, folks. First stream. Cooperative gameplay of the campaign of Destiny 2. And I'll balance that with Knack 2 for the rest of the week. And then, you know, once I wrap up Knack, then I'll go back to Mario plus Rabbids. Next week, there's nothing new. Next week, there are no new games coming out until Friday with Dishonored, Death of the Outsider. So, that being said, I'll be, again, doing more Destiny 2 and Mario plus Rabbids, and I may go back to Yakuza Kiwami temporarily. It all depends. We have to see how things go and how long it takes me to beat everything, okay? Alright, what else? I'm trying to think if there's anything else, that I want to mention to everyone, you know, regarding everything coming up. If anything's sticking out, not really. No, from what I'm thinking here, I think we're good to go for the next week. I actually filmed a new DSP Tries It yesterday, so there'll be a new DSP Tries It this weekend. That's good. And the patrons are currently voting on the Patron's Choice playthrough. That's going to be starting around late September. Ooh, excuse me. Very gassy today. Yes, the patrons are voting on that playthrough, and we should have a determination within about a week and a half here. I have not looked at it as of last night or yesterday. Manhunt was in the lead, but that might have changed because I haven't looked at it in about a day. So, all right. And no, Manhunt is not banned. I don't know why people think that. Apparently, that's a misconception about Twitch, that Manhunt is banned. There's two kinds of games that are banned. Adults-only games. So any games that were rated adults-only, which Manhunt was not. And then there's a certain grouping of games that basically were kind of never rated because they're all like porno games. You know, like genital jousting. Or what was the other one? Suck My Cock or Die or something like that? Yes. Today we'll stream Suck My Cock or Die. Sounds like a good time. So anyway, those are the kind of games that are banned from Twitch. Manhunt is not. Ridiculous. I just gotta say that again. Suck my cock or die! What the fuck? Oh my god. I'm gonna make a game. I want it to be a very popular game. I want it to be profitable. What should it be called? Yes. Oh my god. Anyway. Apparently it used to be on the banned list, along with the director's cut of Indigo Prophecy because of the nudity scenes of the girl showering. Huh. Interesting. Another love TKO. You gotta let it go. Man, Indigo Prophecy, that was a fun playthrough. That was a long fucking time ago, too. 2010, right? Yeah, 2010. No, 2009. That was 2009. Holy shit. 8 years ago. Alright, so thank you everyone. Let's do some shout outs quick and then let's get started. Got a lot of shout outs to do. A lot of people have been cheering. Let's see here. So, first of all, once again, thank you to Golden Colts who did some cheering overnight. It's not showing up on my, Muxie here, but I know he did several cheers early in the morning, so thank you to Golden Colts. Thank you to that Anonymous did a 10-bit cheer. He said, celebrate good times, come on. All right, we'll celebrate. Shout out to Monique. Monique E or Monique 2, I'm not sure, it's 2 I's. Did a 200-bit cheer, thank you, Monique. Goku Deep Throats Donald Duck. Just tip me $2. What a name. It says, Batman the Animated Series turns 25 years old today. Does that make you feel old? Also, Knack 2, baby. Yeah. I know. I grew up with Batman the Animated Series. That was one of the shows I watched on TV all the time. And, yeah, it makes me feel old to know that it's 25 friggin' years old. Then again, I am 35 friggin' years old. You know, I was 10 years old when it came out, so I was right along the targeted age group for that show, which is why I liked it so much. Shout out to Dooley. Dooley to me $10. Thank you, Dooley. Appreciate that. Kovoris did a 20-bit cheer and said, fucking normies I don't know. People fall in line with these stupid-ass memes on the internet, and this stupid meme, I don't even know what the fuck it is. And I don't care. It sounds like something that like a 4-year-old would say. It really does. Like, it sounds like you have to be slow to fucking understand it. You know what I mean? And people do it and they think it's funny. I just think it's fucking dumb to... If you fall in line with these dumb fuck memes, I mean, come on, man. Well, it's so stupid. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't like it. It's stupid. That's right. It's not a 4-year-old, it's a 4chan-year-old. You gotta be mentally slow. Alright. Shout out to Tour With Me, who did a 10-bit cheer. He says, kind of weird how the Oregon forest fire happens around Life is Strange ending forest. Oh my god, you're right. At the end of Life is Strange, before the storm episode 1, Rachel starts a fire. A forest fire. And now... we've got a real forest fire here. Maybe the kids played Life is Strange and thought it would be funny to start a forest fire. I don't know. I hope not. Excuse me. Folks, life does not have to copy art, okay? Just because something happens in a video game doesn't mean we have to perform it in real life. You know what I mean? We can separate the realms of fantasy and reality. We don't need to meld the two, okay? Never forget that a 25-bit cheer, he says, if patrons pick Spyro 2, you should modify it to be a completionist run. It's much easier to do than the Crash games, and it would be fun to watch. Spyro 2 isn't even nominated. What are you talking about? I don't think Spyro 2 is even in the running. I thought it was Spyro 1 that's in the running. I don't think Spyro 2 is even in the poll. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's not. Chairman Caleb did a 10-bit cheer and says, just to provide clarification, Manhunt 2 was originally rated adults only, but the ESRB told Rockstar to censor it a bit if they wanted to release it on consoles, so they did. The only way to play the rated adults only version is if you buy the PC version from Amazon or you pirate it. Well, Manhunt 2 is not in the polling. Oh my god. What is going on? Guys, I listed the games that were in the poll on Twitter the other day. Manhunt 2 is not even in the polling either. Oh, Spyro 2 is in there. People are saying Spyro 1 and 2 are in the poll. Well, last I checked, they weren't winning. But Manhunt 2 is not in the poll. Manhunt 1 is. And Manhunt 1 was not adults only, so no worries. Last Rambo cheered 200 bits. And he says, what horror game frightened you? I know you do not get scared easily. Horror game that frightened me. I mean, here's the thing. Most horror games don't really frighten me. I mean, there might be a jump scare here or there, and that's meant, obviously, to give you that momentary, oh! But outside of the jump scares, really, I don't get scared. For me, the games that really get to me are games that make you think about stuff psychologically. Like, what was it a couple years ago? The game that was the next game from the people who made Amnesia. Soma? Wasn't that 2 years ago? Yeah, it was 2015, right? Soma. Yeah, that game makes you totally think about your mortality and the fact that we're all gonna die, and AI and shit like that. That's a game that keeps you thinking, and it's like psychological horror because you realize playing that game you are going to die. You will not be immortal. You're going to pass away. Your life will end. And a lot of people don't think about that all the time, right? We don't necessarily think about our mortality or become self-aware fully all the time. And it could scare the living bejesus out of you. So a game like that, I would say. Not necessarily one of these survival horror games with stupid zombies are coming after you and jump scares and shit. Alright, a shout out to Ray William Johnson. Remember that guy? Remember when he was big on YouTube? Yeah, whatever happened to him? No one talks about him anymore. I think he quit. But anyway, he tipped me $1 and he says, can you unprivate your trophies? No. I don't remember why I privated them in the first place, but I don't even know how to unprivate them. It's not a big deal, so I'm not going to do it. Lyle Chip Chipperson tipped me $2. And he says, Knack 2, what's that? Is it what a gay man calls his second snack? Wow. I actually don't even get that joke. I don't even get it. Shout out to Golden Colts, who did 165-bit cheer and says cheers. Thank you, Golden Colts. Anonymous did a 10-bit cheer and says, fuck yeah, home run chipper. Okay. Goku Deep Throats Phil Burnell. There you go, Goku Deep Throating me right now. Tip me $1 and says, you should watch Flash and Arrow. No, he says, did you watch Flash and Arrow yet on Netflix? No, all I've watched on Netflix so far is Stranger Things. And that was quick because it was only 8 episodes. I don't know why it was so short. And then I watched, like 2 episodes of Black Mirror. And then I started watching Death Note. And that's it. Now we're into wrestling. Last night was Raw, and I watched some of the Mae Young Classic. Tonight I'll be watching SmackDown and the rest of the Mae Young Classic. So a few days here of wrestling. Then I'll get back to Netflix again this week at some point. Okay. Chairman Caleb did another 10-bit cheer. He says, sorry, I was letting you know about Manhunt 2 because most people who thought Manhunt was banned on here are thinking the adults-only version of Manhunt 2, so you don't need to worry about it since you'll be playing the console version of Manhunt 2 if it ever gets pulled. Okay. I'm still burping. Can't stop. Won't stop. Don't know how to stop. Anything else? I don't think so. I don't think so. So, folks, thank you very much for being here. I hope you enjoyed today's Knack 2 premiere stream. We'll see how the game is in just a moment. All right. And thank you, obviously, everyone who's already cheered and tipped me. No subs yet today, but maybe we'll have some. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it. If you do cheer, sub, or tip me during the stream, I will be giving you a verbal shout-out. If you cheer 50 bits or more, if you tip me $2 or more, or if you click on the share button after subbing, you'll be getting visual recognition on screen as it pops up as well. So it's basically a double recognition deal. I would ask this, if you are going to do any of those things today, and you may be in the position where you can choose, like you may say, gee, I wonder, what's better for Phil? Does he want, what would help him more? Cheers, subs, or tips? Right now, tips would help me more than anything, ladies and gentlemen. And the reason I say that is because I'm in the midst of the week when everything here, all my bills are clearing. Basically up to the 10th, all my bills are clearing, and it's incredibly tight right now, to the point where I'm pretty sure my bank account's going to end up overdrawing again and screw me over. Not good, not a good feeling. Obviously, I want to pay all my bills and not have any bills lingering, you know what I mean? And my credit getting screwed up. But this is all because the summer was so slow on YouTube, and YouTube had a huge dip in ad revenue. what I'm hoping is, with the next few months being the very good months of ad revenue on YouTube and all the new releases and everything, that we can keep it positive and keep it going. Plus, August was a huge positive month for me here on Twitch. It was the best streaming month I ever had, and it actually surpassed YouTube in the realm of, making money, which is great, and I want to keep that going. So if you have the choice today, please tip me, because tips I get right now, and I'll be able to use that to pay my bills. No lie, yesterday, I got a very large tip from someone. Immediately following the stream, I deposited all that right into my bank account because I needed to. So, thank you very much, everyone, for your support. I appreciate it. And if you can, please tip me if that is, if you have the option to choose, all right? I got a couple more quick shout-outs. Stuart360 just tipped me $1 and said, I was watching a guy who looks like a 1970s porn star play PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds on YouTube, and he was getting $20 to $50 of tips every few seconds. The guy never even acknowledged the tips and barely spoke. It annoys me how much hate you get when there are people like that. Yeah, I know. I work hard. I do this one segment of plugs a day, right? Think about it. All day I'm going to be streaming. I'm going to be streaming at least 5 to 6 hours of gameplay today. Plus uploading videos, plus social media, all this shit, all day, right? During that time period, I mention things like cheering and subbing and tipping for maybe, 5 minutes? But to most people, that's Phil's constantly shilling. No, you're just an idiot if you think that. You really are, because that's your fault for only focusing on the 5 minutes out of my how many hours a day that I'm doing stuff on the internet. That's your own very biased, unfair notion of what I do. There's people out there who are rolling in dough doing nothing. Just because, and sadly I hate to say it because I used to be part of this crew. There's people out there who are popular just because they're popular. It's not because they're good. It's not because they're entertaining. It's because they're popular. Oh, you hear about this guy who gets thousands of views on his stream? Let's check it out. And then they add to the thousands of views. Look, that guy's getting $20 to $50 tips every minute. Let's tip him. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. Me, I bust my ass. I'm here every single day. Every single friggin' day, guys. Anyway. Or Knights to the 10-bit cheer. He says, you're changing your name to Phil I Am? Yes, I am. My name is now Phil I Am. Not Phil Burnell. Phil I Am. I'm going to legally change it. That's going to be my legal name from now on. Okay? Sound good? And we got an idiot in the stream chat who says, I only work 4 hours a day. You're a complete moron. You can get the fuck out. All right. I think it's time to start Knack 2, folks. Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm ready. I don't know if you're ready. All right. Let's begin, folks, with Knack 2. Sound good? All right. Let's begin.